What up, my mustard asses? Welcome to another exciting edition to the B&W Show. As you can hear, I have a little bit different theme music playing today, because this is our music assignment for this month. So I decided to highlight it a little bit since, as you can see, I'm the only one here for right now, but that's all right. It's due to unforeseen circumstances, as my one brother Val, he works for UPS, and as you can imagine, this time of year is a little bit busy for the UPS folks. And my other brother Nitty, well, about a month or better ago, he got into a car accident, not his fault, but that has taught him to slow down. So he's slowed down. So I'm kind of watching for him to come up. So it's taught him to slow down and to take his time in traffic, which has thrown off his timing altogether because he's not used to the speed that he's at. So he's still learning to adjust his time, but he is on his way. Nitty will be here shortly. So in the meantime, I personally, Aaron Peve, would like to welcome you to another exciting episode of the greatest in art.
Man, I just got off the phone
asking
a family member about this topic.
Yeah.
And they said, I bet not go on here and misrepresent
right
my culture.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. When I'm on here, I'm a black man that represents me. You understand? I'm not here to talk and stand out as the whole representation for all black men. So I need you to understand that. I hope none of y'all get offended by. Okay, I'm gonna call you back. All right.
If you do get offended, being that we're on Facebook, please drop a comment. If you're live with us while you drop the comment, if it's an interesting enough comment, not just a hello guys or how you doing, which is great. We appreciate those comments, and we will provide feedback at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have an interesting statement, an interesting question for us to follow up on it at that point in time, we will direct our attention to it. And we do always have somebody watching our comments, our great intern, which is me, watching the comments as we go along through the episode. So please, anytime you have a question, a statement, something that brings interest to the topic, by all means, drop us a comment so we can address. So we're talking about racist art and should it be banned, right? So the biggest ones right now that's the big to-do, the big topic that's been going here and there. But there are many, many more. So the argument is, one, these people were racist because they're pro-slavery, right? And the other one is, well, they are a part of our history, right?
Whose history?
That's the question. Whose history?
It's part of everybody's history.
Right.
Some bad history, some that consider progressive history. You know what I'm saying? For them, oh, my family progressive. Right. You know what I mean? So it's history. History is history.
Yeah.
Bad or good is the judgment at all.
And we definitely shouldn't forget our history, but there are certain things you shouldn't highlight about your history. You just learn about it and know about it and learn from it, and you move on. You know. So what's your thoughts? What are your feedback?
Man, you know, I understand about how people might feel that certain art is racist, but I'm an artist, so it kind of takes away the creativity part, the free creativity part that artists supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? But it's just kind of, don't be bluntly just throwing it in my face. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how it's looked at. Like, my dad used to beat my ass, but I don't like him to bring that up in front of my friends. Sure. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to put up a statue of you whipping your ass?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to whoop your ass. Remember that? Like, Dad, I know that, but you ain't got to like be bringing that up. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make comparison, which might have been a bad comparison. That's y'all choice. Y'all feel like that. A bad comparison. You go see your friend and at his house, that's how say he's a white guy, and you going this guy was trying to explain why his parents, and this was a black guy, his parents had an ashtray of yay so big, a Sambo. Now, if you don't know who Sambo is, right? Sambo, this motherfucker don't supposed to laugh at that, but it's okay because I love his brother. But on Sambo is supposed to be representing some negative ass, racist ass art back in the day. This is what he was saying. His parents didn't even smoke. Why the hell do they have an ashtray of Sambo in their house?
Right.
This is, what are you trying to show me? You throwing this shit in my face. But you know his parents like, this is part of your history. What part of my history? I don't know this little motherfucker. How is this part of my history? You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, the picture that I seen, it was like the blackest of the blackest skin, the red lips, had a little white on his face, had a noose on his neck. Like, hey man, just some art, man. Like, listen, man, that's some racist ass art, man. Like, but it's only racist to the education of the history that we're taught. You know what I'm saying? If you was never taught that, man, it's not gonna be racist to you, man. You'd be like, oh, why do we have a rope on his neck? Come on, man. Hey, look, man. But that's some racist ass art, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Sambo's always been one of those deals that gone back and forth.
But why? Because it's the throw up. It's the daddy saying, yeah. I know. Telling your girlfriend, I know he be stroking you, but I used to whoop shit out his ass. It's the throw in the face thing that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That I was
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to compare. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for
come on,
sure.
man.
For sure. I mean, there's definitely any state, city, county, country, part governments coming out of their budgets to fund somebody or to fund these statues because they are. Our camera keeps going out of focus. Hold on, folks. Sorry, our camera just keeps popping out of focus. I'm going to focus us real quick.
Little technical difficulty. Hang on with it
Hold still. Getting more and more out of focus. There we go. Let's try that. Sorry about that, y'all. I personally couldn't take it anymore, and I can't imagine anybody watching taking it themselves. So that's better. There we go. Okay. So, like I was saying, these works of art, I find a private person wanting to commission it, a private person wanting to make it, and a private person wanting to own it. It should not be. If a private person owns a plot of land and they want to put those statues up on that private land, by all means, that is their right as well.
And it's all right to come bust your windows too. When you
absolutely.
I mean, people that feel a certain way about a certain piece of art, is their right to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's cause and effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, but it shouldn't be state funded, government funded by any way means for these statues to be up. Now, there were some that were done by the Daughters of the Confederacy and the Sons of the Confederacy. They were dedicated to and all that, which is fine, but it should go into their lodge halls or their private meeting places or someplace. It shouldn't be in a public domain. Not because, the Confederate, because they're traitors. They are traitors to the country. That's why the country of Germany won't commission nor fund nor display any artwork for, pro, or displaying anything Nazis, right? And partake in the Nazi mentality, and if you go to their houses, they will have Nazi memorabilia thrown throughout their houses, and that just goes to tell you, if you're friends with this person and you think, oh, we have same ideals, and you go and visit their house and they have a Sambo ashtray, then they probably have a mentality that you're not aware of, that you should not be a part of, right? So that's just part of the things that go, am I friends, am I compatible with this person, right?
This was a black person that had the Sambo ashtray in his house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So maybe, maybe he does not fully educated on what the whole Sambo thing is. And that could be a lot of even we didn't have to be a white guy or a black guy to not be educated on Sambo. I know a lot of white guys who don't know what Sambo is.
True that. True
and they just think it's a funny dictation of Sambo. And we better not see a sudden spark in Google searches on who Sambo is because of our conversation.
We will.
Right?
We will. Who the fuck is that? Yeah, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. My grandparents used to have a lot of racist ass art in their house. You know what I'm saying? Mud and Reverend, rest in peace. But I think it was like reminding them. I don't know why they would want to be reminded of those hard times, but it reminded them. Oh yes, I do. Maybe it reminded them that they got through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They look at that shit. I remember that shit. I got through that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that. You know what I'm saying? I remember that Ma actually had a salt shaker or a pepper shaker that was
slavery,
mm-hmm.
but he was, pro his home, which I believe was Virginia, and so Virginia was on the South, so he represented his home state and became a general in the Confederate Army. Right. So because there's even still several the Northerns, the Yankees that were pro-slavery,
mm-hmm.
but they were soldiers, and and you just do what you got to do. There's many people, commoners in the South, who were just as against the Southern Army, or who was harassed by the Southern Army as anybody else. So going into that, there's a big argument right now that there should be a banning on Gone with the Wind.
Mm.
So I don't know if y'all are familiar with this book and film. They're calling it racist. It's an undeniably racist film.
It was it?
Well, it was shot in the 30s,
mm-hmm.
But it was a storyline that took place during the Civil War. So, like, I don't know how they were supposed to portray certain characters to not be seen as belittled,
mm-hmm.
because, well, during the Civil War,
so you're saying the black people in the film was belittled,
right?
Don't make me have to go watch this shit.
You should go watch it. But and so it was filmed during the Civil War. It was filmed that was the first African American Academy Award.
Wow.
Right. So
in a racist ass film.
Right. So like, so how
y'all are so fucking privileged, man. The fuck out of
here.
that's some bullshit. That's come on. You know, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand, bro. That's when I be having a lot of people that watch the show afterwards, and they have their own feelings, don't understand the relationship between me and Aaron. It ain't meant for you to understand, man. It's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, and believe what I'm trying to tell you. He don't judge and be like the stereotype thing, right? So feel free to comment, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't feel a certain way. We don't give a fuck about you mustard asses. We do care, but you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna say something that's cool, it's cool. But don't look at it like somebody was, when I was on the phone, was like, why are y'all doing that? You know, it's the black and white show. Come on.
You know, and if you have a comment and you feel strong enough about it, there's a spot right here.
Right.
You're welcome to sit right here. Talk to us on camera.
A little bit, but it's gonna be right.
Right. Yeah. Talk to us on camera, and we'll have the discussion. You can talk to me. Say I'm full of shit. You can talk to Nitty. Say he's full of shit. Bell when he's here. How you know, however you want to play it out. We'll discuss it. That's what this show is about. Right. It's about having the dialogue, the discussion, to have that understanding. You know, I don't understand where you're coming from because we haven't had that dialogue yet for me to understand, or vice versa. So if something like Gone with the Wind is considered racist and should be banned, what about books and or films like To Kill a Mockingbird?
From Mississippi, a sometime racist. You know, yeah, sometime racist. Like she chooses what she wants to be a certain way about. Like The Color Purple definitely show. It's supposed. It's crazy, man. It just makes me get. What they're supposed to show? What is this? The history. The history is okay. Look. I understand. So it's okay for us to show some racist ass art or film because it's us. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay for us to belittle our culture in a film because it's us. You know what I'm saying? Like we can do this. That's like saying, like you with your wife, you smack her. And what you doing? It's just my wife.
That's right.
It's my wife. I can do what I want to do as long as you don't put your hands on her.
Right.
No, man. No.
It's not domestic violence because it's my wife.
Yeah. It's not.
You do it to your wife, that's domestic violence. I'm doing it to my wife, so that's
no, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good analogy.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still feel a certain way when I watch Color Purple. You know what I'm saying? Like I do. I'll be like, man, hey.
Try reading the book. It's even more intense.
Like, why you got? I won't do that to myself, man. Like, why do we have to? But that's what I'm saying. It's a sometimey thing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like I go, I couldn't understand. Like I would go. I had a friend that had a picture of a black woman on suede. If you ever seen this growing up, right? It was a photo painted on suede. The background was suede. She had a big old afro, and she had they just showed her.
Because due to its portrayal of homosexuality and having to hide it in order to impress people.
Oh, now see, now this is why I like
Right?
this dude. So now we're coming out of racism so far just as black and white, which we should, because it reaches out. Racism covers, stereotypes cover everything, a lot of things, right?
It doesn't have to be black and white to be racist.
So,
obviously.
right. So say that. Hit me again with that.
Right. So, do we ban the birdcage?
And what do the birdcage got to do with it?
Because it's due to its portrayal of homosexuality and having to hide it in order to impress certain people. Or what about the crying game?
No, don't jump from this.
Well,
one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So you telling me that people then took time to say that a birdcage represents some form of racism towards homosexuality?
No. So there's a movie and a book and a play called, well, the movie's called The Birdcage.
Right.
There's a play called some French thing meaning the birdcage.
Right.
It's has Robin Williams and Nathan Lane, and a few other folks, Gene Hackman. So, and the club that they're at, that Robin Williams and Nathan Lane own, is called The Birdcage.
Oh, so the film they consider it as a racist film.
Well, it's not necessarily a racist film, but it portrays homosexuality. So there's people who are uncomfortable with homosexuality. Should they ban it because it's homosexuality? But in the movie, they're also the Robin Williams and Nathan Lane character are essentially forced by their son to hide their homosexuality. Hide your sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's turnabout obviously to where it's the message ends up to be it's okay to be gay, right? Mm-hmm. But there's parts in the film that you got to hide your sexuality in order to impress certain people, right? So do you ban it because it's homosexual? Do you ban it because you have to hide your homosexuality?
True.
Right?
True. That was deep. I hope he just didn't. If people that didn't see the film, I hope he just didn't ruin that shit for you, because he told a lot.
Yeah, but no spoilers. So I didn't drop the spoilers. So definitely, it's a great movie. Definitely jokes. Check it out. Don't ban it.
Right.
Don't ban it. Go check it out. Great. But if you like the film, go check out the play. All right. So with that, so there's also The Crying Game, which is a deeper movie in homosexuality, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I ain't gonna say unfortunately, but I've seen it.
Yeah. It's another great movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen it, it's a very turnabout film. This one I won't spoil you. Check it out. Okay, but then so we got that homosexuality thing. So then how much further do you go? Do you ban certain religious themes, right? So and then so like what religion? Okay, well now what about I don't like this movie over here because it portrays rich people and they're happy. I don't like this movie over here because it portrays poor people and they're sad or they're happy. And I don't like this movie over here because it's based in fantasy. I don't like this movie over here because it's too much reality and it makes me not feel good. And I don't like this one over here because I don't like the way or any theater in the country throughout the United States. Well, guess what? If somebody's paid money to put it in their theater, not to say you have to go buy a ticket and watch it. Don't watch it.
Yeah, stop trying to control every little thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to do that, man. Like if you don't want to see something, when I don't want to see something, I turn it off. I turn my head. You know what I'm saying? I go about it. Unless you just like throwing it in my face. You know what I'm saying? Like, which they not, man.
And then let's turn it in reverse. What about so we got some songs. So like Fuck the Police. Right?
Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
Tell me that's not that some degree of not necessarily racist, but it's misportrayal of a certain type of people, right? The police.
It ain't no those are the wrong words to say. That way you don't miss nothing, but it's just certain respect lines. Man, I was always confused about that song, man. Like it had a dope beat, but it wasn't like as you know what I'm saying. Like it. Listen, man. As an African American man, as a black man, that song was deep too. It's funny that a white man is saying that it's not funny, but it's like, well, I don't know if you understand how we saying fuck these motherfuckers. The shit you know these motherfuckers did, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they put it, but they want to ban. They was at the NWA like, I dare you,
right?
I dare you sing that song. You know what I'm saying? But it's about how people feel about selves. This, you know, so to me, like racist art and And like you said the bird cage, but the fucking police thing, bird can't hit that shit. That shit on nail. Like, how many times somebody gonna hit you in the mouth and hit you across your head or kick you in the back? When you gonna be like, man, fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna come out. But it don't mean all police, just the police officers that was doing what they was doing. And I had police officer friends, you know what I'm saying, that wind up being good people. Mm-hmm. So it ain't all police. I guess they should specifically say certain badge numbers or some shit.
Right,
So they knew
right.
exactly who the fuck they was talking about. But that kind of took, what do you want to say, like took in credibility out of authority for people saying that to a certain group. I couldn't say, like, how you gonna tell them not to say fuck the police? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like,
yeah, so that's the biggest thing. So we live in America. Thank God for that. Mm. The biggest way to get an American to do something is to tell them that they can no longer do it. Mm-hmm. You're no longer allowed to watch the B&W Show.
Oh my God.
Right? If all of a sudden there's this big band on the B&W Show, that'd be a great marketing tool, by the way.
Like, why they don't want us to watch that? I'm gonna watch it anyway.
No, just tell me not to watch that.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about America. So my biggest example on that is I was working at this certain firm for a little while, and smoking was a big thing at the time. Anyways, the manager who managed this certain operation, she was British. So can you see all that?
Man, I want people to know I was at. I'm just joking.
Be back. Okay. So we sit in a library. I guarantee you, if we walked around this library, and we're all sending from you. Let's resend this. Sorry, that was my one chance of. There we go. Much better. We go through all these books. We're gonna find some manner, some means to have clout as to why it should be banned, right? Mm-hmm. Until there's only one book left on the shelf, and it's probably, I was going to say Dr. Seuss, but I'm sure there's some reason somebody will want to ban Dr. Seuss, you know, to say that like the Star Belly, what's her names versus the non-Star Belly, what's her names. They're going to consider that a racist book because, the Star Bellies want to be non-Star Bellies and non-Star Bellies want to be Star Bellies, what have you. If you are a person and something's offended you, you might want to take a look as to why. Because it probably means you're uncomfortable with something that you're doing, with who you are. If you're not strong enough in who you are as yourself, that you can let somebody else's opinion affect you, you might want to reestablish what you're doing, right? If I was offended by my brother here, Nitty, about something he said or something he did, and we had the conversation, he's like, fuck you, I'm not changing. Well, then we're probably not suited to be here together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of a film such as Gone with the Wind, maybe you need to make sure you're strong enough for who you are as a black person, or as a white person thinking you defended black people. So I don't think black people need to be defended. I'm pretty sure they're strong enough to be able to defend themselves. As a group, individually, if somebody were to jump my brother, I can guarantee you I'm defending his ass.
Cool.
You know, I'm not gonna go, well, he's got it, he's strong enough, so get him, Nitty. Oh, you got this. You got this. So, but that makes us a strong team, a strong friendship. Because the last thing I want to see is to where I'm going to go back to where everything on the shelf, every piece of artwork is exactly the same.
Can't be.
Right? Because it'd be like going into a restaurant and only having one item on the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Every restaurant, the same item.
Right.
It's going to be Chuck Norris, damn it, ridiculous.
Right.
Right.
Hey, let me ask you about this. Do you remember this? I don't know if this shit was on. Man, I'm sorry to say, Family Guy or some shit. That's the most racist fucking show. Family Guy is the most racist fucking show I have ever seen. I hate watching that shit, but it's entertaining.
That's why it's hilarious.
It's entertaining. It's crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And the white guy made Cleveland show. That's the crazy part about it. You know what I'm saying?
The white guy is Cleveland.
Yeah, that's crazy as hell. Hey, but look, they had this statue on there, right? Like, was it a statue that looked actually cool of a Yankee that people wanted taken down, or do you know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Man, like, I was just looking at somebody that had those, which was a stupid idea. He had shirts and connected on it was nooses upside down. They thought he was going to sell. Hey, man, you might try that in Britain. You know what I'm saying? They pay something, but in the United States, that shit wasn't going to work. People are too stuck on their thoughts and in a cultural identity, man. They so stuck on it. Right before I came in yesterday for the show, I went up to Phoenix College and I was talking to some students about racist art, right? That shit went left. Evidently, a lot of people some of the older people understood what you said, what I was talking about so far as racial art, but it went into more of a racist conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's about stereotypes. So that's what it went from why, like we were saying, why people call it racist art, and it's because it starts with itself, man.
Exactly.
It starts with itself.
And that's what all comes down to is, if I go back to a film like the Birdcage offends you, why?
I remember in psychology, it was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. It made me stop doing something. It was a part in my lesson that said, if a person is so eager to express their emotions towards a certain thing, it's something in them about that. Exactly. So this person like, I don't want no gay people. Don't show this gay shit. I don't want this. Don't want this. Why you got such a problem about gay problems, man?
Right. And it's not just a problem about it. It's a passionate problem.
It's
such a passionate problem.
So you might have some issues within yourself that you need to just be. It's okay to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You're personally, let me explain. Cultural identity is when a person feels they belong to a specific group. When a person defines their cultural identity, it refers to their religion, nationality, and how they perceive through self-concept. All right. Now, it's important to me that I'm known as an African American male. My family always focused on respecting my history and my culture and not being ashamed of my past. And my family's preference is Baptist, not Christianity. They try to say it's about the same, and I would like to be known as a Baptist. You understand? So I want to be called, oh, you a Catholic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying some things that might fit me. People be like, you a Catholic? Hey, look, listen. Don't you know what I'm saying? And this is why people getting offended. I speak English, so I would like English spoken to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want a person coming to me saying different languages. I speak English. Speak English to me, right? You know, and I don't have a problem with the gay community. You know what I'm saying? But I must be known as a straight man. You know what I'm saying? This is, and as long as you don't cross these lines, I'm saying you have to respect who I am, right?
Sure.
Now I done had some people from the school said a couple things, right, that I was going to share, which understands why they're looking at certain things as racist, right? I had one kid say, one stereotype I had when I was young was that Asian people were good at math and science because they were in the top classes, right?
Okay.
I had another person say, I assume that Hispanics would do any job because they love to work. But this is how people stereotype and the feeling. This is why, you know what I'm saying, they're able to judge And, dude, we said all the words, all the words. So you come to me trying to manipulate me, make me feel a certain way. Then you didn't do shit with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how you felt. You know what I'm saying? I feel how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I knew how it came across, but how people get offended comes from within. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about a certain, and I'm not here to represent the whole culture. I'm sorry, I'm not, bro. That's not my job to be here. I just read you what I felt about me. You don't cross those lines, it's not. So other than that, come on, man.
And then, well, to go more into the stereotypes, like what do you do when that culture plays into the stereotype, right? So you know, Black culture doesn't want to be seen as violent and undereducated, but you have stuff like gangster rap and what's the trap rap where they can't talk correctly, or you know, they purposely misspell or mispronounce words just to make them rhyme. You know, and that's not the only one. You know, the country music, right? Country music plays on the fact of the whole, you know, all Southern people do is drink their beers and beat their wives.
Beat their wives,
right?
Drink a beer, beat a bitch. That's
so crazy. You know, so there, you know, and there's things that lead up and play into those stereotypes that through art from said culture that allows these stereotypes to exist.
Yeah, they think it's the norm, man.
Right.
Don't let these negative things become your norm, people. Don't let that become your norm so that you can act this way about certain things, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like something, just look away, man. You don't have to all that vote and bring this down and take care of this, man. I'm not into that, man. You know what I'm saying? But if you think that I'm misrepresented in a certain way, but then again, you got to feel that what he's taught, you know what I'm saying? His history of education will make him, if he's not out there, believe like, oh, so you think just because you sit there with a white man and do a show, or a black guy sleeps with a white girl, that takes away all the years of man, bro, really, bro. Okay, I'm gonna show that I don't have a chat head up now. Yo, right. Come on, bro. It's not that serious, bro. But if you think it is, you think it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had a choice to turn your head, man.
Yeah, you can either continue to look back and try to build forward, or you can build forward. You know, you're gonna have more success looking forward, building forward. You know, like if you see us, the United States, as a culture where we all get along, as Rodney King said, why can't we all get along? Why don't you look there, right? Look there to where we all get along and start acting in that and go in that direction.
Let that be your norm.
Right. As opposed to going, well, this is how we were. Why can't we all get along? Well, it's because you keep looking there. That's what you're focused on. And so all your actions are based on that, as opposed to your actions being based on that. And so we can create more artwork based on that look.
I concentrate on my phone. Listen, I concentrate more on spirit. I remember one time that I supposed to have spoke, you know, did a speech to a certain group. You know what I'm saying? But my problem, I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all ever see this, my problem, the reason I didn't do it, because y'all wanted me to speak to a certain skin color, a certain skin color. when I'm not into that. I'm more into spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? My thing was about the spirit and awareness of I'm saying it's treating women bad is a certain thing in country music. You heard what what's his name, Little Nas X said. I cheated on my baby. I guess it's the norm. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't even know why I said that. I just wanted to say that little line because Lil Nas X said that, and I was like, why country people in country songs, man? I swear they always talking about beating on somebody or cheating on somebody. Like that's the cool shit. Oh, but look at this culture. They over here, I shoot you, I shoot you in the store, in the church. I shoot you. I got the gun. I got my baby mama got the gun. The kid gonna grow up, he gonna hold the gun, and it's just. Oh my God, man! When I see my kids with this stuff, man, I make them turn it off, man. Turn that shit off, man. Turn it. You're not learning that from me, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I'll turn. Not that I have kids, but I would turn people to positive country music or positive
country music.
Yeah. Garth Brooks, man. Garth Brooks is the jam.
He's the positive part of country.
Yeah.
What is the positive part of Kendrick Lamar, Cole? There's a couple people you can listen to. They try to say they kind of boring, but it's a couple people.
Sugar Hill Gang, man.
Yeah, you know what I said? The Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang, man.
Sugar Hill, that motherfucker old as hell, man.
But they're fun. Well, I love Sugar Hill Gang.
Hey, the end of the month, I hope you do not have to pick our motherfucking songs. He said the Sugar Hill, but I just was listening to the hip hop shit. I was just listening to that shit, man.
So real shit, man. Here we are. We're concluding our show. So we're not doing the music assignment because, you know, we still have another 2 weeks before we pick our new music assignment. So as of right now, we're still listening to Frankie Yankovic, America's Favorite. So here we go. Let's do some.
I don't even know how to dance. Okay.
You know how you dance the polka?
Yes. Oh, you drink?
Heck yeah. That's the best thing about polka music. It's the best drinking music. So this is our music assignment still. I suppose Vel and Nitty haven't listened to it yet. I've been listening to it.
I'm trying to avoid this.
I've been listening to it my whole life. So there we are. So that's what we're doing. But the next two more weeks, we'll have another show. We'll have our new music assignment, and we're gonna go from there. So with that, hit us up, B&W Show, the B&W Show 1 and Gmail. Comment on our show, give suggestions, send us emails, be on the show. We'll talk, we'll jab, we'll have fun. So thanks for joining, and we apologize for the inconvenience. Peace out.